And it looks like Iberian Soul are just going to poke the bear dry, walk their way up. Util comes over. Brilliant entry from Davig. Do they continue to press? The answer is yes. USPs can't connect. Martinez follows up.
Oh, Hunter still holding on to the side. He needs to hold on for as long as possible. And tapping away with the SPS. He was good for one. And he got some really sick positions from Iberian Soul. And it doesn't help that there's an incoming flank. Mopos, back of the head. Easy shot at Iberian Soul. Even though we didn't get to see, you know, some too complex start, I feel like. I mean, this is kind of like the Inferno go-to, right?
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale. Be smart like the terrorist.
And around like this, you got those MAC-10s. They can move in first and foremost, but instead of that, they are expecting Nemiga now have an investment, which means utility is abundant. Hunter is just trying to fire off some shots, but not finding any damage. Speaking of which, though, those nades flying in, I was really hoping they're going to inflict way more damage on the CT side. But anyhow, trying to hold on for as long as possible, but that's always the risky part, you know. First gun round, it's not like they're swimming in utility, and no, Lear is getting caught out. That's an awkward setup. Risky Bob has backed away. It was in no way, shape, or form ready to help out his teammate, and now Khan, okay. I thought he's gonna get caught out just like that with his pantalones down, but at least he survives, and he will back away.
Yeah, this call was made much earlier, so Alia was already down in second mid. Just wants to play for exits here. He won't be gaining all too much with these exit frags. It's not even like there's AKs to find. It is just about getting the extra kill rewards, I guess. Add into the tally. Smoke down and has to try and play behind it. Can't really press this any further. Oh, lovely headshot through the smoke. Martinez catches a stray. Will it suit them? Do they thrive under that pressure? Smokes down into Archway and Library. They'll wrap around long. So Alio taking massive damage from the flames. And as the bullets come knocking, it's enough to get him killed. South Solomon has follow up. And look at that. Bomb going down with just a second to spare. There was no margin for error there. If they'd have lost any of those gunfights, it would have added complications. But they're so confident in their individual ability. And they win every single one of those duels. Khan finally gets his piece of the pie, but it's a tiny slither, and a rather irrelevant one. Just in pursuit of trying to stay alive. The M4 and the AWP surely going to be hunted here. Look at the money already for Iberian Soul. Southsalt is on the verge of double digits, 5 figures to come in the bank after this bomb goes boom. Davig's already found one. Khan knows that there is no chance he survives here. Oh, does manage to slip around the corner. It's another. Wow, makes it as expensive as he can. It's a valiant attempt. How little impact Nemiga have been having in these rounds. And Barnett with the flashes, needs to be careful. Gets overrun. Mopos will be traded. Risky Bob does well. Lear's here to support. 3-man swing in top banana. Does seem to be the winning recipe for the B control, but are they going to lose space elsewhere? Southsoul's looking for it.
It's
That's
so good.
massive.
Oh, it's so good. Khan now on the bomb site, holding on for as long as he can. The pixel is enough, but Alex is there. He'll try to get that bomb planted. They managed to bring the troops towards the A side, and also shout out to the troops on A side, just holding on to this side for as long as they did. Good stuff, and look at this, a changeup. A vast changeup of pace indeed. Savalio, sure, great threat from the apartments, but this is quite awkward now. Khan and Savalio both stuck in the apartments, and it doesn't help that a player is close by in the form of Mopos. Oh, that was quite scary. I thought maybe there's a chance for the Opera to hit no scope, but in this world, Iberian Soul should be getting the bomb planted. Wow, Alex, that's big.
Tries to toss the bomb across to the site. It lands on an awkward curb, rolls into the open, and means that Alex does have to take that duel. Davig's going to be the Grim Reaper from behind just to make sure there's no chance of an Nemiga retake. Risky Bob drops. It's all on to the newest piece. So Alio with a 1v3 and one that he realizes is just impossible. I love these reactive calls from Iberian Soul.
I feel like in general, Iberian Soul has been doing a lot of good work in terms of utility damage in Banana and Khan. I feel like at this point, they're not 100% sure how many players there are in top Banana. This could get problematic. Mopos, as he just fires off some shots. What? Martinez, that was a spicy flick.
Yeah, absolutely known for them. Big shot. Pulls it back into a 4-on-4. Xanta here in the mini pit as well. Low from the start of the round, but still manages to take one. And as the next fight will be from the sniper, that low HP really negated here. HE's going to go a little too deep. Flashbang over the top, won't connect, sees the head. They all just cannot get the sight line, misses the flick in the end. Khan finds a double, and it's all on to Alex, but short-lived in the 1v4 as Nemiga take a second, and it is just much better. They sort of funnel.
Question is, Nemiga, do all of the players back away or do some still linger about? The problem is, of course, is the B side. It's now being pushed by Iberian Soul. Lear is the only side of the fence, but Khan and company have arrived. They will stall the push just a little bit longer, and if Lear can find a single frag, I feel like that cements the victory. But FVG and Martinez, they're still alive and kicking.
Bomb going to be tapped in. 2v4, but wow, massive shot from Khan through the smoke to deny the plant. Leaves this one impossible for Davik. He hasn't got the bullets. He has to get the reload in and can't connect the tap onto Zawalio.
Some of the players sticking around with the Tech 9s and the others not looking too hot themselves. Lear, though, has changed his position, allowing some of his teammates to go aggressive in Banana, and that aggression could really come back to bite them because this leaves the A side ill-defended. Give it a great chance. A big chance for Iberian Soul to plant the bomb. Oh, that's a mark for timing. Oh, okay, it's just gonna walk past through him. Oh, sees him.
Oh my God.
Khan wins it. Okay, at least he gets that one in. Hunter has a security position from the apartments. He'll move in. Good molly to flush out a player from pit. But I mean, Iberian Soul, you have this one on lockdown. Crossfires have been set up. Martinez gets a frag with Risky Bob, a second to follow suit. And that is how Iberian Soul claimed 9 rounds.
Xanta might discover it as he ventures in. Yeah, takes the contact. They're just going to try and bait him into this perfect crossfire. There it is. Lovely shot from Davik. Lee is now going to start to back away. Doesn't want to be losing the bomb here.
Zawalio might try to make some space here for his teammates, as he might just be the first point of contact out of the apartments. But I always feel like it would be quite nice if they, just show some presence on short. Then you got Sosol hyper-focused on the short position. He's not keeping a close eye on the apps. Oh, Mopos? Yeah, has to wait a little bit just for the smoke to really bloom. Mopos, big frag found as Khan tries to use the smoke to his advantage. But yeah, the CT has a really good vantage point, and he can see anyone pushing through. Now, Sosol starting to feel some pressure in the pit. Davi's also able to find Lear, and this round is just crumbling for Nemiga. Bomb is dropped there outside and short, I think. That's not a good position. Risky Bob going down, and a pretty clean start for Iberian Soul. It felt like for Nemiga, the big problem was, like, you can barely see the M. It kind of feels like it's like hashtag goner. And it kind of sums up the map right now. It's practically GG for Nemiga, I feel like.
Maybe it is hashtag goners. Foreshadowing.
At least not gooners.
Early exit.
At least that.
We never know. No one's checking the histories.
Or under the table.
Well, big kill from Zawalio. Khan's able to trade it back. We're into a 3-on-3, and actually a chance here for Nemiga to crack this site and take another round. Mopos and Martinez, of course, will be having a go at this. There's money in the bank and justification to give it a crack. HE over the top as he misses the flick. Repeat, sees one close, lands the no-scope, but it's not lethal. Mopos has dropped, And that now is the cue for Martinez to get on out of there. He actually doesn't have any money as the rest of the team do, but Nemiga haven't planted yet. Oh my god, they've left the bomb behind. I haven't even realized. It's down T ramp. That's why they're pressuring into him. There's a world that they could just feed a clutch here to the AWP. It looks like they're greedy. It looks like they're hunting, but actually they've made a huge fumble and a mistake that almost costs them.
They gooned that one to victory. Lovely stuff, but can they rack up any more rounds? I don't know. I have doubts. I mean, that previous round kind of tells me they're not taking this map seriously anymore. I mean, they are down 4-12. So Valio, okay, that was a nice attempt. But 4 versus 3, Khan is still alive with the AWP. They have lost a fair amount of control, but obviously on Inferno, you can always regain it. You know, an Opper. You can find some success in Banana, maybe in brackets, and this gunfight could still go the way of Khan if he's patient enough.
Just waiting. Smoke in place. Oh, okay. Big reaction. I'm surprised that Alex hasn't peeked off of the back of it. We're in the 3v3. And even as Khan runs away, yeah, Alex doesn't want the trade. They'll reroute into the A site. South Soul looks like he'll miss the timing here, actually, as they go up short. He's not going to peek deep enough, so it's all onto Davig's shoulders to try and stop this onslaught coming. South Soul will eventually take one. That's the numbers back in their favor, but Davig needs both, and the adjustment's brilliant. Just can't connect the second head, and leaves a clutch for Lear that feels plausible. 30 seconds, a bit of space to get this bomb down as the moto smokes up. And Alex is kind of nowhere to be seen. He's very slow on this rotation, routes into the apartment. Being quiet about this one, but it's going to be South Soul to finish off the job. 13 on the board for Iberian Soul as they'll take the map. And Nemiga just not looking like themselves. That was a pretty horrible showing from them on map 1. Pulling away. We've already seen Davig leave him, so certainly the work cut out for Mopos here. As he's back towards long, takes the contact, only sees the one, but knows that there's more coming. As they swarm into the position, Khan's just going to overwhelm him. Davig wants to keep the range fight as the advantage with the USP and finds Antu in the meantime. That's a massive frag. As the retake starts to rock up, the kit will be recovered in a 4v4.
Retake is still quite doable here in the B bombs, but I feel like the big problem is that they just have all 4 players coming in from the same direction, and the fact is, Nemiga still have a player. Oh, not anymore. Sosol has taken care of Risky Bob. Martinez, oh no, this is falling apart for Nemiga.
Oh god,
Somalia needs to hold the line. He tries his best, but can't pull off a 1v3. Damn close to doing it.
They will face up against a force buy. Yeah, to be fair, Nemiga had moderate success in the pistol round, so definitely justification to get a couple of rifles out here. Big flash, lovely start. Davig with first blood.
Amali is a clear sign that there is someone on the other end, and Iberian Soul making a somewhat swift rotate on the A bomb side. I love the pace from them, that they're moving in quickly, and in fact, maybe their services won't be required because Davi is doing good work, but I suppose Martinez and Alex can also chip in with a couple of frags of their own.
That is where they're headed. Martinez patiently waiting.
He's got a cheeky angle and long range fight.
Ooh.
Oh, long range fight sure is, but Lear's Deagle gets the better of him. And now Sosol not in the best position to speak of. Luckily, he's got the backup, and this could actually work out pretty well for Sosol, but no, it's another Deagle shot. And this round is not looking too good for Iberian Soul. Davi's being pressured even more so. I'm surprised Mopos is not able to swing into action just a little bit quicker. And look at this, Mopos needs to get some of those big fights in. Alex joining alongside him, but the T's would actually set up a good crossfire here. Alex, this is looking like such a hard 1v2. Oh, tries to get that frag in, and Risky Bob from behind. Crossfire has been set up, and it works out to perfection. Nemiga, big round to take, and a surprising loss for Iberian Soul.
Keep Iberian Soul guessing. For now, no rotations, though. They're going to stay put.
Was also trying to gather some information as well, but there's always the big problem that once you get spotted out on tree, you have become such an easy target for the T side. Now look at this as well. Sosol going down, Davi as well. Now sure, retaking on the A bombs, it is somewhat of a doable task with the CTs, but not this time. This time Iberian Soul just better off saving the guns because again,
to actually take the reins here, as there really isn't a lot of money left on the CT side. You've got 2 players on full eco and some saved weapons from the last. Mopos aggressive here on the B slope, sees the head, big kill, and might be able to slip away. Would have liked that rifle, but doesn't get the opportunity to grab it. Hunter's found Martinez in the meantime, and the USP can't trade it. So a 4v4, a little bit of room perhaps here towards A, but the bomb's been left behind outside of B. It does act as a bit of a bottleneck. Nemiga having to take a little bit longer. Now the rotations are in.
I like how fluid Iberian Soul is being on the CT side. Sure, around like this, the expectations are pretty low. Ooh, that's a big nade indeed. So while you're going down to Alex, and Mopos is still close by with the MP9. He seems to have a good glimpse of the situation. The player in Donut. Yeah, bomb is getting planted. Mopos and Alex could technically just save their guns, but oh, this frag, it matters so much. This could be a chance at a retake, or maybe just a clear sign that they need to save the guns. Hunter. Oh, he's got his back turned. Oh, that's a bit awkward. I guess they're going for it.
Yeah, Mopos giving this a go now. Hits the dink. My God, one more bullet. And that would have been very favorable for Iberian. So I guess not a lot to lose when you're just rocking the MP9, but there was a rifle to be recovered if he did just decide to fall away. Sat on the floor in Donut. Nice shot from Alex. Leah's not going to give that a crack.
At the same time, you look on Red Room. I mean, that's a very great position from Savalio. Could really find some big frags on the rotations. And now Martinez, AWP in hand. No! That is a shot you were supposed to hit, Martinez. And the problem is, this Nemiga side will just continue pushing on B's side. They already got a big pick. Davi moving in from behind, but it's Leader and it's Khan, and it's also the B bomb side wide open. And despite Davi's best efforts, I don't really see them winning this one. Risky.
On a minute.
Right from behind. Oh, wow. Okay, that's actually so-so. Picking up a friend.
What?
Oh, whoa, what?
Oh, it's played to perfection. The molly was brilliant. It delayed the plant, and Salso somehow still alive and kicking. Saved by his teammate. Davig comes in huge to deny that trade, and Salso's able to find the last. That is a ridiculous round that Iberian Soul had no business in winning.
Love to see him being joined by Mopos, but he's currently residing in Ram. So Davi, how confident are you to try and go for a frag like this? Oh, this is so awkward. Alex gets a frag of one. Davi getting a frag of his own. Despite the awkwardness, things are looking up for Iberian Soul. Hunter, though, with the response.
Baits him into the wrong idea here. As Molly goes into long, they'll get out onto the side. This is doable for Nemiga.
It is for a bomb plant, but anything more than that, I have my doubts. Risky Bob, though, still plenty of HP to work with. The problem is, of course, is Davi moving in from behind, and he got players up front as well. So unless Risky is quick enough, and timing is of the essence, he's gonna try to get that frag on Davi. Good find, but that was all part of Iberian Soul's idea.
Tied up at 4 apiece, and yeah, I really liked the pathing from Risky Bob at the end of that last round, actually. It's a shame there was 4 to face him, just a few too many to evade. Davig, Alex. It's a brilliant defense on the A site. Now they're obscured. Can't see much behind this molly, but Alex somehow still finds the head. A heat-seeking missile that comes out of his AK and just taps away. That's going to mean massive damage from the nade.
Ooh. Okay, Risky Bob, but a pretty good headshot. Ooh. Leader is able to respond as well. Martin, who has been, somewhat silent, I feel like, in this first half of the CT side, in more than a few moments, struggling to hold on. I feel like this time, when he has decided to play just a little bit more passive, taking those long-range fights, this is what's working out for him best. There we go, a third by Martinessa, and this should seal the deal. Khan, okay. That's a good headshot. Nemiga making these rounds at least, a little bit more exciting, but all in all,
So the util damage in many of these rounds early on. Mopos, does he try and play through this smoke? I love the boost over the top. Risky Bob not expecting it at all. And as they try and go for the spams, they're not able to take out either piece of the boost. Lear will finally trade as Mopos sort of overstays his welcome a little bit there towards the shelf, but knows that if he tries to go back, there's a decent chance there's one on the B slope that'll catch him. Alex eliminates that threat. Martinez follows up, and Lear, the last man standing, knows that his days are numbered. 7 rounds on the board for Iberian Soul, and that is another really, really convincing one. Already out, Insta extinguishes the molly, flashbang over him and Davig. I thought we're going to go for the double swing. They don't. It's just going to be Davig isolated around the cloud, but it's not going to matter. Mopos with one elsewhere. Alex then eventually has his piece of the pie. And 5v2, Khan and Lear, who've been sat in main this entire round, realise that no cavalry is coming, and they will just walk to their deaths into the blender of the A site. Xanta looking disappointed with how that one ended. They had
Russian Belarusian side. Soul now. Wow, look at the amount of freedom Iberian Soul is given. They're not even being contested at middle, and Hunter is the first to fall. It doesn't help that Lear has the backup, sure, but he has to back away. They need to play safe. They should allow Iberian Soul to reach the side and get that bomb planted. And right now, Lear, while he's going on a hunt, is trying to get as close as possible, and all 4 players will try to go for a retake. We saw a similar scenario in the first pistol. It was the CTs to come out on top. And Nemiga, they will hope to achieve the same as Risky Bob gets a frag on a Mopos. They are so aware there are more players in cave as well as Cheetah. Lear, great shooting. Davi, when is he going to appear? Because he should be the one to seal the deal. It's Khan getting a frag of his own, and now Khan stuck between a rock and a hard place. And that will be Iberian Soul securing 9. Lonesome Mopos could be overwhelmed if Nemiga want to press this forward, but they have to be quick about it, because if they're going to overstay their welcome in middle and heaven, that's going to leave an A bomb site easily for the taken. And as we can see, that's exactly what's going on. Iberian Soul will now take control of the A bomb site. You got a very deep smoke in Donut. There's going to be Davi taking control of Temple, and that bomb site is under the Iberian Soul domain.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any way back in for Nemiga, and they'll realize it, especially with how low they are. 1 bullet would be enough to take care of Soalio and Lear.
Meanwhile, we could actually take a look what's happening on the A side of things, and it looks like, yeah, so far, that's been a 13-7 first map win for OG. So that looks like it might just be an OG victory. And this one is coming to the very abrupt end. What is this, Dub? He's just going out there, racking up frags left and right. Sure, he had backup, but he even felt like backup wasn't necessary. He's just on a whole nother level. 19 frags for him. And again, I mean, we're seeing that quartet of like Davi, Martin, Soul, Alex as well chipping in. They're able to find a lot of good work here. And oh man, Lear, you got to check this corner, man. Do not give a chance to a player like Soul. Oh no, he's not going to check it. Soul, that's not an easy frag for him. You should get it anytime soon. Maybe even both. Up one, not the second though. They know the positioning of Hunter, and looks like they have no idea about Khan, but at least there's a chance for Iberian Soul. Yeah, especially now. You get that frag on Khan. You know the positioning of Hunter. You're just going to book it towards A. And again, it is just 12 rounds for Iberian Soul. There's no other way to go about it. It's, man, this is a really, really frustrating loss for Nemiga.
It's got to be. To slam the door in Nemiga's faces. Double setup here on the A site. Soalio should be taking contact in the next second or so. Salso on the jump spot, confirms that he's there. Decent early entry. Oh no, the Orc misses a key shot. Misses second time asking as well. Khan, it was a beast on Inferno. A little bit quiet here, missing opportunities to keep his team in it. Oh my God, that was bold. It feels like an impossibility. Goes for the spam, has to get in a reload. There's no kit. Couple of flashes. He doesn't want to deploy them. Peeks into Martinez's scope, and that will be the end. 13-4. Really convincing stuff from Iberian Soul.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale. Be smart like the terrorist.